Okay, this is a video about how irritating I find it to use Google search now. Now, I search for images so that I can make other images from them on Google, and whenever I search for an image, the images that are returned are just ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd, and it seems to me that once again I'll draw it back to feminism. Okay. Now, those who did this, okay, who introduced feminism, and it wasn't women did not create feminism, it was a particular segment of society, a particular people who set about planning to try and control the rest of society by essentially undermining the norms in any way they could. So they isolated exactly what was the norm, which worked, which was a threat to them, because it was the established order of things, and they decided, we're going to attack everything. And feminism is one of their prominent tools. So what they've tried to do is to undermine the feeling of confidence of people, okay? And that's very easy to do, generally speaking, with women. Okay, women are they're more generally in tune, shall we say, with the potential for problems to be, I don't know, not dealt with but endured. Okay, that seems to me to be the female experience generally, and that's nothing to do with men. It's to do with the way that the woman is wired. A woman is a survivor. She has to survive so that she can make sure that the children that she gestates for 9 months of her life and is thereafter ultimately responsible for the bringing into adulthood of can be safely looked after until they're mature enough to look after themselves. Now, if you don't like that, then I'm going to try not to swear in this video. If you don't like that, then I'm afraid you're going to suffer, because it's the truth. That's how women are wired. Men can do that kind of stuff, but they're more wired towards the outside world and creating situations which will provide stability for the female. That's what men's job is. That's why they're stronger. That's why they're more dedicated towards problem solving. Women will look to each other to commiserate through difficult times. They won't sit there and go, right, we've got to finish this, we've got to sort this out now. That's what a man will do, generally speaking. And a man's job is to reduce the stress of the woman so that she can be in a relaxed condition, so that she can actually focus on raising kids. And again, if you don't like that, then you're in a fantasy world, and what you're thinking is part of the problem which has been created. So when I look at search results, image search results, a lot of them are geared towards a weird fantasy world of, we can call it inclusiveness if you like, but it's inclusiveness to the point of it's irrational, it's nonsense, it's a nonsensical garbage can of fantasy. You type in anything nowadays, and the search results that come back are just artificially engineered to be feminized, and it's a joke. You can't get anything done. As a man, if I enter a search term, I want exactly what naturally comes back to be returned to me, but that's not what's happened now. What's happening is, because of this stupid feminized political agenda, you've got search results that are coming back that are absurd. Statistically absurd. So I look for a businessman, right? And I've got, let's say, about 1 in 5 of the images is of an Arab in the desert carrying a suitcase with his traditional dress on. Why? How is that representative of reality? You might argue, oh well, you can't say. I don't care what you think regarding what you can't say. It's the truth. You might the problem is people are artificially including such images into image searches. Why? Soon I'm going to search for businessman. There's going to be a picture of a potato in a business suit carrying a suitcase. What is this nonsense? Oh, but vegetables have to be included too. What? I'm sorry, man. This is crazy. It's nonsense. 20 or so years ago, you would put a search in and you'd get exactly what was available returned to you. It would be exactly what was. And that was that. But artificially trying to condition humanity into some fantasy, it's just garbage. And more people like me are just going to get to the end of their tethers and just stand against this completely. Because it's got to be killed. It's got to be destroyed. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It doesn't help anyone. Oh, but we have to take care of all these oppressed people. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's nonsense. People just want to get on with their lives. They don't want to be coddled. They don't want to be treated like little babies. It's crazy. And feminism enables this nonsense. Because generally speaking, women are considered to be softer hearted and more gentle and more amenable and more forgiving and more desirous. They pursue harmony. So if there's anyone who's remotely upset, they go, oh, we have to take care of them, and then nothing works. Whereas a man will just say, well, if they're upset, they need to resolve that. You know, it's a completely different mindset, and the whole of human history has been run by men. Now, you can say what you want, but it was run by men for women's ease. This feminism nonsense is essentially doing exactly this. It's putting the cart before the horse. Now, if you don't understand that expression, just picture it. A horse draws a cart. Without a horse, the cart is useless because it can't move, and without a cart, the horse has nothing to drag. The system is there's a cart and a horse. They both have their roles. They both have their roles. Feminism tries desperately to make everyone into a cart. Get rid of the horse, which is the man, that which draws things forwards, I would say, unless you want to change the analogy. But the point is that you have two components which are complementary. They're not the same. And that's what feminism is doing to the world. It's making everyone, or trying to create a world where everyone is perceived to be a cart. And all these carts sit there and do nothing. There's no forward movement towards anything. It's all a case of, oh, everyone has to be happy at all times. It's a joke. You can't have that. It's not reality. All of the pictures that I'm looking at, I mean, not all of them, a great number of them are completely feminized to the point of absurdity. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. When I was a kid, things made sense. Now, a particular segment of the population have devoted themselves, because it's not accidental, they've devoted themselves to producing this artificial mayhem, and they're sitting there going, he, look at everyone, they're all confused. It's got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped. And I'm sure other people are with me. We're at the vanguard of fixing this problem, and it has to be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed until the problem is solved. And I mean solved. Right? I'm not out to oppress anyone. I want things to make sense. That's all. And you can't lie things into truth. You can set yourself a target and go for it if you want, but it's blatant lying. It doesn't help anybody. All I'm doing is searching for a particular image on Google or Duckduckgo or whatever, and I mean, there it is, Duckduckgo. What a stupid name for a search engine or browser or whatever it is. How stupid, how infantilized, How ridiculous. Duckduckgo. Come on. That's how ridiculous these idiots think the world should be. The world is a professional place where people are adults. But these guys are trying to treat everyone like children so that they behave like children. It doesn't work that way. People just get more and more irritated at this false conditioning. It's crazy. It's like someone going into a shop now. You can't buy a knife. Oh, because you might do something. Oh, come off it. It's crazy. We can't carry on like this. I mean, there are wars going on. Oh, but we don't like... War is always going to happen. It's human existence. If you think you're going to stop humans fighting each other, think again. That wouldn't be reality. Humans have conflict and humans also have peace. That's part of the existence. It's part of the freedom we have as humans. Don't try and destroy it. It will never go away, and the more you try and pretend it away, the bigger it will get until it gets out of hand. You have to accept it. I'm just so tired of this nonsense. And feminism is the root, is their biggest tool. Among all the other nonsensical tools they have, feminism is it. And the clue is in the title. Oh, but it's about equality. No, it's not about equality. It's about trying to eliminate masculinity. I mean, come on. You can't make women the same as men, and you can't make men the same as women. It's impossible. It's an absurd notion. So all you're doing is artificially propping up women into positions and forcing them into positions of pressure which are not good for them. Sure, not all men and not all women are the same, yeah. But you're forcing women into positions, generally speaking, where they're under so much pressure they couldn't possibly hope to raise a family effectively. And you've brought a condition about whereby men are undermined and not able to master their own families, so that they're out of the picture. So all these kids are being raised by single mothers who are working their asses off, and men who are just out of the picture, who resent the whole situation. Congratulations, you idiots. You've created a disaster. So I come across this every day. And everyone else sees it. But they don't think they can do anything about it. Well, it's got to be fixed. It has to be fixed. I can't go around. I can't watch nonsense happen and not fix it. So I'm going to fix it. And so will other people like me. And we're at the start of this. I mean, the people who produced this problem sat down and planned it. Okay, well, the solution needs to be worked on as well. I just get tired of it. I just want to get a job done. I don't want to step over a 10,000 little things because someone thinks it's important to include images of things which aren't even realistic in the image search just to make everyone feel wonderful. What a joke. I don't want that. Nobody wants it. It's a complete disaster. It's fake. And young men who are growing up watching this are like, what is this nonsense? And young women are watching this going, where are all the real men? What is a man? And you guys, you just messed up what was a simple system. You've just completely trashed the whole thing. Congratulations. But it ain't going to continue because I and other people like me are going to fix it. You idiots. And you'll try it on again and again and again, and you'll just get defeated every time. Just leave things the way they are. Let things evolve naturally. Stop trying to stick your sticky fingers into everything. Just leave it all alone. Just leave it alone. Life's fine. Just stop messing with it. So yeah, once again, these things can be drawn back to the major problem, which is feminism. I don't know, I'll keep recording hundreds and hundreds of videos and eventually they'll catch on.